What it is like to be a billionaire in Thailand. Thailand is a country located in Southeast Asia. It houses some of the most diverse ecosystems on the planet, from rich forests to sprawling rice fields to rolling plains to weathered coasts. We got to say this country has it all. It also has lots and lots of billionaires. In today's video, we are taking a look at just who they are, what they do for a living, and how they got so rich. So welcome to this episode of Wealthy as we get ready to learn about what it's like to be one of the richest people on earth residing within Thailand's borders. Multi-billionaire King Mahavajiralongkorn. Prior to the 1960s, Thailand was mainly known as an agricultural nation. The shift towards industry began once the city's populations really started to ramp up in numbers. To this day, Bangkok, the capital, and its surrounding metropolitan area are the central hub. When it comes to urban life, it's here you will find the historically rich and unfathomably beautiful Grand Palace. It was built in 1782, and to this day, it is still the main home for the residing king, which currently is multi-billionaire King Mahavajiralongkorn. Phuket Island. If you feel like that's a bit stifling, you may want to head over to the nearby island of Phuket for a bit of the nightlife scene. Right off the bat, you should know that Phuket is the richest province in Thailand. According to the Office of the National Economic and Social Development Board, this is the only province in Thailand without poverty. Only 6.1% of Phuket households are indebted. What the rich are investing in here is usually super luxury beachfront villas, which are high-end 10-bedroom, private beachfront properties that can come complete with a 40-meter infinity pool, private movie theaters, spacious staffed quarters. The price of a property like this goes for $30 million. Home of Damien Hirst. Damien Hirst, who boasts a nearly $300 million fortune, is known for creating a platinum skull encrusted with 8,601 flawless diamonds. This art piece went for an astonishing $69 million. He owns a home here known as Villa Chan Krajang. It's worth £5 million and is a 6-bedroom villa complete with 2 pools, a putting green and billiards room. Home of Clifford Price. Clifford Price, worth approximately $95 million, also calls Phuket Island his home. He talked about why he decided to move here and was quoted as saying, "I and my wife Mika were married in the temple on Phuket Island 8 years ago. We used to come back every year and eventually thought, why don't we live here? So now we built a wonderful house wrapped around a beautiful tree with art and recording studios. We moved here 6 months ago. It's near Kamala Beach, a phenomenal place. Home of Kimi Räikkönen. Head to the southern part of the island and you'll find the home of former Formula One world champion Kimi Räikkönen, also known as the Iceman. He apparently paid $1.5 million for this getaway. It would be a nice place to go with my family and friends when I have 2 weeks off in the winter, the Iceman said in an interview. Illusion Club Tiger. We mentioned the nightlife here on Phuket, but we didn't tell you the biggest and best clubs. If you're one of the richest and you're looking for a night on the town, you'll want to check out the Illusion. Illusion boasts world-class lighting and sound systems and is extremely popular. They proudly host a wide range of international performers, DJs, as well as Las Vegas-style shows. Tiger Disco. Tiger Disco is arguably the most recognizable club in all of Thailand. It gets its name from the huge cement tigers that overlook the street. It also happens to be 3 stories and covers over 5,000 meters squared. That's a big club, but you'd be hard-pressed to miss White Room Nightclub. White Room Nightclub. White Room Nightclub boasts elegant white decor, cocktail lounges, and a modern party space. You will find this staple of the nightlife scene along Bangla Road. At White Room Nightclub, it's all about the mood. Their lighting and sound systems are top of the line, and a night here is a night to remember, but don't think for a second that the country's capital, Bangkok, doesn't house some of the richest in all of Thailand and frankly in all the world. Home of the Chief Anand brothers. The Chief Anand brothers are worth an astonishing $30.2 billion. The 4 siblings got rich via the CP Group, which is one of the world's largest producers of animal feed and livestock. They are still a prime mover in the industry. In fact, in 2020, CP Group moved forward with a $10.6 billion purchase to acquire Tesco's operations in Thailand and Malaysia. Chalangia Bangkok is home to another billionaire, Chalangia. His net worth is $24.5 billion. Charlam just happens to be the eldest son of the co-founder of a little energy drink. You may have heard of Red Bull now. Do you see why he's worth so much? We have one more billionaire family that calls Bangkok home for you. Karathabah family. They control the Central Group, the country's biggest mall developer, and their stake in the company gives them an astonishing net worth of $11.6 billion. Maybe you haven't heard of Central Retail, but if you're in Thailand, you certainly have. They have more than 115 stores, which offer everything from food to fashion to property and building materials, and more all across the entire country of Thailand. Conclusion: if you're starting to think that if you're a billionaire in Thailand, you will live in Bangkok, well, you're not wrong. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you all for watching. Feel free to share your insights in the comments section, and don't forget to subscribe.